good morning to our students, both in the King's School and the Childcare School. Students, it is Wednesday and some time for some health tips. Please go through the slides ahead. Well, students, let us have a recap. We had done 3 series of sugar. Number 1, sugar, dangerous when had in excess. Number 2, sugar, eat less of it. And number 3, sugar, let us make it our lifestyle change. So, we learned what excess sugars do to our body and to an organ called as pancreas. Our health topic today is on salt. We will be learning what the common salt, that is the ingredient that we keep on our table, has an effect on our bodies. There are many kinds of salts. We have sodium, we have potassium, we have magnesium, and etc. We will be looking into primarily sodium, that is in the common salt, the common table salt, sodium chloride. You see, students, sodium in your table salt directly affects your heart. And why so? That's because the SA node in your heart is very sensitive to the sodium that you eat, the salt that you eat. So as you're having the salt in your diet, it directly goes to that SA node in your heart that causes contraction and relaxation of your heart. Sodium acts as an electrical impulse, giving that beats to your heart. So if you have excess of sodium, what will happen? Your heart will start beating faster, and eventually, as it starts beating faster and keeps on, what happens is that you have a condition called as hypertension. That is, your blood pressure slowly and gradually starts to increase. And when you have a high blood pressure condition, you have a condition all over your body which your organs get affected. And you might have to be put on medication. So, having foods with high salt, for example, all tin stuff, cheese, hams, salami, salty snacks, Maggie cubes, even instant noodles, or for that matter, even your chips, your Lays, your Kurkures, all these packed chips have high salt in them. And not only high salt, also something called as trans fats. And these trans fats do not get dissolved, they remain in your body. And students, all these highly processed foods and packed foods have got something like a preservative. Salt is everywhere, dumped into cans of soup, packed into hot dogs, or even swimming in salads and salsa. Exactly how bad for you are those tiny crystals? That question is surprisingly controversial. Well then, eat these foods. Look for foods rich in potassium, since this electrolyte will help your kidneys flush out all excess salts. Well then, when you are in doubt, turn to fresh fruits and vegetables, since many of them have high levels of potassium. And what does potassium do? It is the reverse effect of sodium. Sodium increases your heart rate, and what potassium does? It lowers your heart rate. So having foods rich in potassium will keep your heartbeats in proper balance. Also having a lot of foods like bananas, strawberries, green leafy vegetables, melons, citrus fruits, all these have rich in potassium. Well then students, remember these 3 points. This is your takeaway for today. Number 1, do not add salt during the preparation of your food, because the food that you're preparing might be having salt of its own. Always taste your food before adding salt or sugar. Number 2, do not have a salt shaker itself on your table. And number 3, choose your products wisely. Turn the bottle and check before picking it up from the shelf. Does this have a lot of sugar, a lot of salt? Check its contents. Okay students, that's all for today. Thank you students, and have a great day ahead.